Hello, it's Jörn, live from the studio. I had a request, actually a real request from someone on my YouTube channel. And this person wanted to hear the LA4 compressors on vocals and voiceover. I don't really have any voiceover that I can use at the moment, but if you do, watching this, have anything and you would like to hear it through the LA4s, just send it to me and I'll run it through it and make a video of it, and then you can hear for yourself. So a little bit of information first. I run the LA4s in parallel. They are not stereo linked at all. And for me, that's kind of a most useful setting because things get a little bit uncontrollable and a little bit unpredictable. And that's the kind of the fun of these two. They are not clinical. They are kind of a little crazy, and they I don't know how to describe it in English. They kind of infuse electricity into whatever you send through them, as you will hear pretty soon. But first, I thought I'd show you how I kind of set up a calibration of them. Let's do split screen here. So I have a synthesizer, just a standard Retrolog from Steinberg, just any clean sound that's steady. So if I hold down a button, it gives out an even signal, and that's what I'm using for calibrating these two. And you kind of, it's not going to be exact, never. So let's just try. And mind your ears, this might get loud. So what I do first, I'm gonna put the threshold all the way up on both. And then I'm gonna adjust the output volume a little bit. And then I am going to adjust the output levels roughly to where I know I will need them. So, and then I'm watching the meters in Nuendo here to get them even. So now they're kind of even. And now I'm going to reduce the threshold a bit, roughly where I know I want them, like that. I'm watching the meters, see they're kind of lining up here. So really, really rough calibration here. But if you only watch the meters on the LA4s, yeah, they're kind of showing the same. But they'll react differently when a voice comes through them than the synth. That's just how they are. So I'm removing the send from the synth and I'm adding it onto a vocal here, a singing vocal. And here you can see my send, and so when I click this button, it's not going through the LA4. You're not seeing anything. Here we go. So this is my little send box here. When this box is yellow, it's not going through the LA4, and when it's like this, it's going through the compressors. And you can see this is how I usually drive them. After I have calibrated them, I just leave them, and then I drive them with the send gain and return gain. So this is a song by a German artist. It's recorded live, one take, in her villa out in an island outside of Norway. And she plays piano and sings at the same time, so you hear some piano in the background as well. So soloing just the opening phrase of her song. Let's hear it without the LA4s first.
How was I supposed to know that you would take me.
Okay, and I'm turning on the LA Force here.
How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? Thought you would take me.
So it's doing quite a bit of work there. The ratio is set to 2. So let's just hit the beginning and then toggle on and off quickly and then just compare.
How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know?
They're doing quite a bit of compression here, so let's reduce the send gain up quite a bit and then boost the return gain.
How was I supposed to know?
So doing about 4 decibels of reduction there.
How was I supposed to know?
And with off once more.
How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know?
Let me move the camera a bit so you can see the meter. Yeah, there we go. That looks better, so now you can see it working.
How was I supposed to know?
And comparing with it off again.
How was I supposed to know?
So, I have no idea what you'll hear on the stream or even worse, what you'll hear on YouTube later. Because now the setup here is, you have my music system, so, and it's sent out on a bus through the streaming system, and which is compressed into Twitch, and then it's probably gonna be recompressed again onto when I'm uploading it to YouTube. But you should be able to hear at least that the vocals are really smooth when they're going through the LA Force. It's kind of a aggressive attack, a bit. It's kind of jumping out a bit when they're not on. So listen for that. Now, super smooth.
How was I supposed to know?
And without last time.
How was I supposed to know?
So, no, especially, that's where I'm hearing it a lot. So, on this song, this is a super early version of the song where I'm in right now, and the song is actually being released soon. It's kind of a prog pop type of song, and it's, I don't know, 6 minutes long, like a good prog song should be. It's really cool, and this is just the opening of it. Okay, and like I said, it was recorded live in one take in the artist's house or home out on an island outside of Bergen. Super cool music. And now, since we are here, let's do the same thing on the piano track, and you'll hear something different. So now I have inserted the LA4 on the piano track, And let's go a bit earlier in the song. Okay, let's start with it off. Okay, what I want you to listen for now is, especially since they're unlinked, these compressors, is listen for the stereo feel. It's just gonna go crazy. So much stereo and room now. Listen for yourself. Okay, I'm gonna gain it up a bit so it works a little bit harder, but you should still be able to hear it. So here's without again. It's just nuts. It's crazy. It becomes so 3D. It's almost too much. And as you see, the compressor is not working hard at all. Let's listen again. Starting with it off. Now it's on. Ah, that's so cool. And like I said, it can almost be too much. But that's one of the first things I noticed when I got these compressors and I set them up like this, is things become so 3D. And sometimes it's too, like, super realistic. It's too much. Okay, let's find a different part of the piano track here and start with it off. Okay, same spot with it on. Oops, wrong. So, as you see, I'm trying to compensate for the loudness levels, which can possibly trick your ears into thinking you're hearing something you're not. But especially, it's the stereo field and kind of the smoothness of the sound, which really makes a difference in the LA Force. And that concludes my little mini test of the LA Force on vocals and piano as a bonus. And again, if you have anything you want to hear tested through any of my equipment, just send it to me and I'll make a video of it. So on the LA Force, it can easily also be a complete mix. And it's really fun what they are doing to complete mixes in many genres. Should I ramble on a little bit more? So I tend, because, like I said, to my ears, they kind of make the sounds or the music more realistic, like you're more in the same space as the musicians. And sometimes that's too much for me, because I want to be in my own room and not on a concert. I don't know how to explain this, but on electronic music, it's really cool, because then that extra three-dimensionality is really, really interesting. So if you have anything like jazzy or electronic or something, send it to me and we'll run it through the LA Force. And that concludes this little video. Ta-ta!